Hey, what's going on, YouTube? Aaron here.
And Kevin.
And we were online looking at apps because we both have iPhones. And we came across an app called, what is it called, baby? On the Down Low?
On the Low.
On the Low. So it's actually a social media dating app exclusively for dudes on the low. And I was like, I kind of agree with people's profiles when they say things like, you can't be on the low and have your photos. So Kevin went ahead and downloaded it, and taking a look, it looks like you don't see very many, if any, face pics.
Mm-hmm.
Although there is that face pic of that dude who's he's crawling on the floor.
Yes, and he's definitely not on the low. He's definitely not on the low.
But that's because maybe they want themselves a down low man. They want a low maintenance. Nobody has to know. Keep it on the down low. Nobody has to know. But we're looking at different photos, profiles. Kevin is stuck on one profile of this dude who has no pic, so we're waiting. But yeah, I guess I agree with people's philosophy of, if you have your face pics on these gay dating sites, you're not particularly down low. And apparently what do you think about that?
I agree.
Yeah, and apparently these dudes subscribe to that theory for the most part because you hardly see any face pics on that thing. Okay. Although maybe, like we were saying, some dudes just like a down low dude. So that doesn't mean that they're down low.
They're just looking for down low dudes.
Right. Low maintenance. You don't have to tell them too much. You don't have to spend time with them. Mm-hmm. You can just go over there and get your freak on. Get your freak on. Go get your freak on. Now go get your freak on. Missy Elliott. You can tell I'm such an 80s baby because I remember that song. I'm looking with Kevin. I'm letting you all know what's going on. He's cute.
Uh-huh.
The one with the eyebrows. The one who's actually showing his face.
I mean, there's a couple of them on here showing their face.
Yeah, there are a couple. Few and far between.
But I think I can go ahead and delete this app.
Why? What's your conclusion about it, Kevin?
I mean, it's interesting. I just wanted to see what it was like. But it's interesting. And as y'all can see, ain't no sneaky stuff going on over here. I did it in front of my boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. Just wanted to see if I see anybody I knew.
And he did, apparently.
2 people. Actually, me and him had sex. And I don't know why he said, well, he must be looking for somebody on the low because I know him too.
Wow. Kevin had sex in his past, and I'm not going to. He's got nice lips. Do you know them? It's 2 dudes going at it. Wow. I guess this site is just a free-for-all.
Mm-hmm.
My goodness. How do you already have favorites? And what are these women?
What do you see favorites?
Isn't that what that says?
Female.
Females. Down low females? Down low females? Are these real females or are they just...
No, they're females. They're lesbians.
Well, why? How can't they be like straight? Oh.
So yeah, but
lesbians go on the down low. Okay, let's chop that up. Lesbians on the down low. I guess
I knew somebody that was a down low lesbian. I mean, she's out now, but she was in the closet for a while.
Wow, and that.
Well, I mean, look how long it took Wanda Sykes to come out the closet.
That's true.
Look how long it's taking Queen Latifah to come out the closet.
Yeah, I love the King. He's my favorite.
Look how long it's taking Missy Elliott to come out the closet.
But see, you mentioned people like Wanda Sykes and King Latifah.
And it's how Daisy being big.
Who's Daisy?
From
yeah, she's a lot. But I don't think that they will be on sites like
No.
Down Low.
No.
You know? And I don't think they would call themselves Down Low. I'd like to believe that in their personal life, they probably live a totally comfortable life with who they are, and it's just the public, the public,
Well,
don't know.
Ellen DeGeneres, she's married. Wanda
Good for
Sykes
her.
is married.
Good for her. Yeah, you know, and I just like to feel that in their personal lives, they're living the way that they want to live.
Mm-hmm.
But Down Low, you sure don't get movies about that. Women on the down low, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Although I guess that's because stereotypically speaking, heterosexual men like the idea of a woman with another woman.
But that's not always, because I know one person in particular. Somebody I call my godbrother. He can't stand that.
A woman with another woman.
Yeah.
Dudes
Yeah,
dislike
there's
it.
out here that don't like that. Yeah, that girl on girl action.
Yeah, and see, and if okay, let's talk hypothetically. If he got a woman who was on the down low, do you think he would be hurt
Yeah,
by her being on the down low, or do you
Yeah.
think he would just be upset and be like, "F it, I don't
he'd be
need
hurt.
this"?
I believe he'd be hurt if he truly loved her.
Because we were talking about that.
If I'm not mistaken, I think he didn't get married now.
Well, I guess
think he
that's good
married.
for him.
Mm.
What if he found out his wife was on the down low? Like
sure
that
he would be
movie
hurt.
that we were talking about last week, but in reverse. You know, nobody talks about the man and how the
What movie?
man feels. Cover.
Oh yeah.
Nobody talks about that, but maybe there are some men that don't like it. Not maybe, because Kevin just told me that he knows somebody who doesn't like it. You know? And again, I always say, live your truth now. And I understand it's difficult, and it's an interesting thing to think of from men and women being on the down low. And I understand that it's difficult. You always hear about the men on the down low, but you don't hear about the women on the down low. But what can you say? Do you have anything else to say on the subject?
Nope.
All right, YouTube. This video is long enough. Talk to y'all later. Peace. Be blessed.
Deuces.